He was raised in the northern beaches of Sydney, where he played water polo and swam competitively in addition to being a surf lifesaver and junior rugby league player. As one of Australia's greatest water polo players, he played in 404 international matches, serving as captain on 167 occasions. He competed in the first FINA Water Polo World Cup, 4 FINA World Championships, and in 4 Olympic Games, from Munich in 1972 to Los Angeles in 1984. But Peter Guy Montgomery's accomplishments were not just in the pool. He has been a solicitor of the New South Wales Supreme Court since 1972 and has been successful as a real estate investor, property developer, and public company director for over 35 years. His business success has provided him with the resources to serve the Australian and international Olympic movement ceaselessly since his retirement as a world-class athlete. He has served Australian water polo continuously since 1982 as treasurer, vice president, and patron. In 1984, after playing his last Olympic match, Peter was appointed honorary secretary of FINA's Technical Water Polo Committee. In 1985, he was appointed the first chairman of the Australian Olympic Committee's Athletes Commission. As a member of the Sydney 2000 bid team, he was instrumental in seeing women's water polo added to the Olympic program. In 2001, he was elected vice president of the AOC, a position he still holds. He was deputy chef de mission for Australia at 4 successive Olympic Games from 1996 to 2008 and was the first president of the World Olympians Association. With the International Olympic Committee, he has served in many positions, and the University of Sydney's Aquatic Centre is named in his honor. For over 50 years, Peter has lived the Olympic ideal of developing both his mind and body and giving back to the sport he loves. Peter Montgomery, Honor Contributor, Australia.
Well, thanks very much, John, Donna, Bruce. I'm extremely grateful, obviously, to the International Swimming Hall of Fame and the international judges for this honour. It's the first time I've been here to the museum. Shame on me. It's absolutely magnificent. I understand why the inductees are so thrilled and honoured to be made a member of part of it, and I'm also thrilled here to be here with some of my water polo mates from Croatia. You talk about the cream of the cream, but 3 of those guys were the greatest players in history. I'm grateful to the late Stuart Aldred and the Olympic champion John Devitt for my nomination. Similarly, I'm delighted that my dear friend, American business mentor to me, and John Dunnigan and his beautiful wife Kathleen have come here tonight from Palm Beach. My parents were both good swimmers, and my father also was a water polo player. My brother was a champion surf swimmer, and a great mentor to me was the former FINA president, Bill Burge-Phillips. He was my master when I did law. He succeeded Harold Henning, the much beloved Harold Henning from these parts. The water polo coaches who most influenced me were Oskar Čuvic, a Hungarian silver medalist in London from 1948, who defected, first man ever to defect from the Eastern European world, and Tom Hode, who was my captain and also subsequently my coach. When I was appointed the honorary secretary of the Technical Water Polo Committee of FINA, it was the last day of the Olympic event in Pepperdine, where we saw that wonderful goal scored by Milivoje Bebic at the end. Not a wonderful goal as far as Bill Barnett and my mate Terry Schroeder thought, but my predecessors as secretary of the TWPC include Ken Hirai, Cornel Marculescu, Bob Helmick, and the unforgettable J. Eric Mahoney. Who would ever forget Jay? What I'd like to finally say, bearing in mind our time frame, is that my long honorary career in the Olympic movement has resulted in many wonderful experiences, none more so for me than the Sydney Games in 2000. But the reason that I have continued for such a long time is because of my belief that the Olympic movement represents the greatest role model factory in the world. Millions of young people around the world have their ambition turned on as a result of watching the Olympic Games. The light is turned on in their minds. And I think that it seems to me that this is the key function of your institute, that for posterity you preserve the achievements of those great champions in your magnificent Hall of Fame. I'm very honoured and thank you very much.